From the outside, Linux probably seems really weird. And in fact, if you looked at the history, they'd probably be right. Let's start with a classic moment in Linux history. A Linus Torvalds classic. If you didn't know already, and I'm sure you do, Linus Torvalds was the inventor, or rather the original developer of Linux. Back in the day, Torvalds famously called C++ a horrible language. He went on a rant about why the Linux kernel would never be written in C++, calling it bloated and overrated. Now, why is this weird? Well, it wasn't just a casual comment. It sparked debates across the community, dividing programmers into Team C and Team C++. Only in Linux could programming language choices become this dramatic. Number 2, the birth of Hannah Montana Linux. Yeah, you heard it right. Why does this exist? That's what you must be thinking. Why Hannah Montana Linux? Yeah, well, it's a Linux distribution themed around that Disney pop star. And it wasn't a joke. This was a fully functional Linux distro with a pink glittery interface. It was created as a niche product, but it became a cult favorite for a sheer absurdity. What's there not to love? Okay, next up is the Tannenbaum-Torvalds debate. This is one of the most famous flame wars in tech history, and it happened when Andrew Tannenbaum, creator of the Minix operating system, criticized Linux monolithic kernel design. Linus being Linus, he fired back, and the debate went viral before viral was even a thing. It wasn't just a spat between two very bright guys. It shaped the philosophy of Linux development. It's proof that even heated arguments can lead to innovation. Now, here's the next moment. There was a time when Microsoft declared Linux its enemy, calling it a cancer. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Anyway, fast forward to today, and they're releasing WSL, Winx subsystem for Linux, and hosting Linux distros on Azure. Yep. So Microsoft's embrace, extend, extinguish strategy, didn't quite work out. So from mortal enemies to maybe not BFFs, but Microsoft's pivot to embrace Linux is one of the strangest 180s in tech history. It's like Darth Vader joining the Jedi Council. Changed my mind, guys. Got it wrong. Can I be part of the team? Super strange. But anyway, nice to have them on board, I guess. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Windows, hence why I use Linux, but it's good that it makes it easier to interoperate between the two, especially in the cloud. Now, in 2018, a bug in the Linux kernel caused flight delays and cancellations at several airports. Yeah, the bug affected the Amadeus Altair software, which ran on Linux and handled passenger boarding. It's not really necessarily Linux's fault. Linux powers so much of the world without people even realizing it. And seeing a kernel bug ripple into real-world chaos, like grounded planes, that's a stark reminder of its reach. So people might think Linux is niche, but they don't realize that behind the scenes, it's everywhere. So in 2014, Debian made the decision to switch its init system to systemd, and that sparked a massive controversy. Developers debated the change for months, and it often led to some forks of Debian. Now, this wasn't just a technical debate. It was almost an existential crisis for and as a Debian user myself, I remember seeing this and thinking, crikey, what's going to happen here? But it just goes to show how passionate and enthusiastic the Linux community is about its tools and systems. Now, the final part has to be this. And if you've ever been in Linux for very long, you'd be aware of the year of the Linux desktop. So this is a meme at this point, because ever since the late 90s, someone's proclaimed this is the year of the Linux desktop. Spoiler alert, it never happens, but the meme lives on. Despite Linux dominating servers, supercomputers, and phones, it just hasn't taken over the desktop. And I love the optimism. It is hilarious and heartwarming all at the same time. So there you go. Those are 7 of the weirdest moments you could say in Linux history. From Hannah Montana Linux, heated flame wars. I think these moments show that Linux isn't just an OS. It's a vibrant, quirky, and let's be honest, some downright weird community. But we all love being a part of it, don't we? I love being a part of this community. So maybe I've missed something out. Maybe there's some other amazing moments that you want me to add, or you want me to talk about, or you want to just add to the comments. As always, hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.